The Trump administration is moving to overhaul how long international students, exchange visitors, and foreign journalists can stay in the United States. A rule proposed by the Department of Homeland Security would scrap the long-standing duration of status policy and replace it with a hard cap of 4 years. Since 1978, students on F visas have been allowed to remain in the country for as long as they maintain full-time enrollment. If their studies ran long, universities simply updated their records so students stayed in legal status. The new rule would end that flexibility. Most foreign students would instead be admitted for up to 4 years. Anyone needing more time would have to file a formal extension request with U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, submit biometrics, and wait for a government review. The grace period to leave the country after completing studies would be cut from 60 days to 30. Similar fixed limits would apply to exchange visitors on J visas and foreign journalists on I visas. Homeland Security officials say the change is meant to curb visa abuse. They argue some people have become forever students, using academic enrollment to stay in the United States indefinitely, which they claim poses security risks and costs taxpayers. Universities, students, and business groups see it differently. Many doctoral programs take close to 6 years to finish, so an extra round of paperwork midway through a degree would become the norm. Delays in processing could leave students in legal limbo or force them to pause research. The proposed rule would also make it harder for undergraduates to switch majors or for graduate students to change research fields without reapplying. Higher education leaders warn the policy could deter talented students from choosing the United States, hurting both campuses and local economies. In the 2023 to 2024 academic year, more than 1.1 million international students contributed nearly $44 billion to the U.S. economy and supported about 378,000 jobs through tuition, housing, and everyday spending. Losing even a slice of that market, they argue, would reduce revenue that funds scholarships for domestic students and underwrite cutting-edge research. Critics also fear a hit to America's innovative edge. International students fill graduate programs in science, technology, engineering, and math, fields that drive entrepreneurship and patent creation. If the United States becomes less welcoming, rival countries with more flexible visa rules could attract that talent instead. This isn't the first attempt to impose fixed stays. A similar rule surfaced in 2020, but was shelved the following year. The revived proposal is now in a 30-day public comment period. Supporters frame it as a necessary step for national security and better oversight. Opponents call it a self-inflicted wound to a multi-billion-dollar sector and a threat to America's reputation as a global education leader. As the comment window unfolds, students weigh new uncertainties, universities brace for potential enrollment drops, and policymakers debate whether tighter visa controls are worth the possible economic and intellectual costs. The final decision could reshape how and whether future generations of international students choose to pursue their degrees in the United States.